In this lecture, we are going to know about constraining. In the previous lecture, we had covered the manual constraint. So now we are going to know about auto constraint. So I will go to Sketch and then select a plane, click Sketch. Turn off the plane display. So whenever you will create any sketch in Creo, by default it is going to take the auto constraint. So I will go to this line and create a line chain. I will draw a line like this. When I draw this line as a vertical line, so I take the mouse this to vertical, you will see this is going to show that this is a vertical line. You can see the constraint highlighting with this blue color. So this is called auto constraining. Similarly, when I take the mouse in horizontal, it is going to show this as horizontal line. Let's say I click here, press escape. So right now we had not applied any constraint, but by default it has taken the auto constraint. This is called automatic constraining, and this is very helpful in creating the sketches. This reduces our time to apply the constraint. Similarly, we can also create, first I don't want to show these dimensions. Then I'm going to create the line. Let's say I want to create a vertical line, so when I take the mouse here, it is going to show vertical constraint in this blue color. I will click here, press escape. Now you can see vertical constraint. Similarly, we can apply all more type of constraint. So I will draw the line like this. I will draw another line. This is the first point. Now if I want to make these two perpendicular, instead of applying the perpendicular constraint manually, when I drag the mouse, you can see at this point it is going to highlight the perpendicular constraint. It means at this point these two will be perpendicular. When I drag the mouse here, you can see the perpendicular symbol is gone. So in this way I can apply the perpendicular constraint. Similarly, when I drag the mouse, along with the perpendicular, it is also highlighting coincident constraint. I click here, press escape, and you can see we have applied two constraints. You can see perpendicular and the coincident. Similarly, we can also draw a line up to the midpoint. So I will go to line, let's say from this line up to this midpoint. So take the mouse onto this line, and at this point it is going to highlight the midpoint constraint. Click OK, press escape. So you can see the line is highlighting. After that, we can also create a tangent constraint. So I will go to circle, draw a circle like this, and I will go to line. Let's say I want to draw a line up to the circle. So at this point you can see there is no constraint. It is only showing the constraint of coincident. It means these two are touching. When I drag the mouse here at this point, now you can see symbol of tangency is highlighting. I click here, press escape. You can see these two are tangent constraint. Similarly, when I draw any line somewhere like this, and I will draw the line like this. So at this point you can see the green color is highlighting in another line, and you will see symbol of parallelity is highlighting. When I click here, press escape, you can see these two lines are parallel. In the similar way, there is also constraint of equal length. So let's say when I draw a line, I'm going to draw a line, any line. So when I drag the mouse here like this, let's say I draw a line, then I will draw one more line. So at this point you can see it is going to highlight two constraints. One is for equal, one is for parallel. Click here. So we have two constraints. Equal means they have equal length and they are also parallel. Similarly, this is very good for circle. I will draw a circle like this. When I draw the second circle, the first circle is going to turn green. It means these two are of equal radius. Press escape. Similarly, we can also create the symmetric rectangles. Let's say I draw a rectangle like this. Let's say I create a center line like this, vertical line, and then a horizontal line. Press escape, then I'm going to draw corner rectangle. From this point, drag the mouse. You can see at this point it is going to highlight the symbol of symmetry. When I take the mouse downward, it is going to show the symbol of symmetry on both sides. I click here. So at this point, this rectangle is symmetric with respect to vertical line, and with this it is symmetric with respect to horizontal line. So these are some of the ways of applying automatic constraints.